Hey guys, this is Shannon with Nearly Organic Noshing, and today I'm going to be updating my freezer inventory that was in this freezer because somehow this past week we had a bunch of family in town and we were in and out of the fridges and freezers. The bottom drawer somehow got left open or cracked, or something got closed in it and had completely iced up the freezer and was affecting the cooling of the fridge. So we had to empty everything out, and I had to take everything and try and smush it into this big freezer. I could have split it up between other freezers, and I did put some in the house, but I try and keep my fruits and vegetables separate from everything else, and I do not like having a freezer packed this full because it affects the airflow and can cause issues. See, they're starting to get a little bit of frost and stuff on that, so I want to get all of these out and make sure there is good airflow, because there's a lot of stuff in this freezer that could go bad. And since I'm having to empty it, go through it, I'm going to look at any of the produce and see if anything needs to get tossed. I'm going to toss this inventory sheet and start a new one. So it has rust spots on it and just looks bad. So I have a new one over here printed out, ready to go. I can reference the dates on the other inventory sheet and just get a fresh new inventory in this freezer. Okay, so I went ahead and looked at this sheet and knew everything that I'm definitely going to be putting in the freezer and transferred it over to here. These are items that I have multiples of. I'm 100% I'm going to be transferring into the freezer. And then as I transfer it, I'll mark it off the sheet, and then I'll decide on what I want to do with some of the other items. There are some things in here from 2017, so I'm going to star those of things I need to go ahead and use up, and some things that I might be able to combine or break down into smaller packages so that I'll be able to use them in the future. Or if I need to dehydrate them, there's a lot of fruit in here that I could always take out, defrost, and dehydrate if I want to do it that way, or use it in smoothies, maybe break them up into some smoothie packs. So as I go ahead and switch things over, it'll give me ideas of what I want to do. I can just take a laundry basket that I dab down here, set it to the side, and throw anything in that I'm going to work with later and move it to the fridge. All of my fridge stuff I have in a cooler over here, so that is all stuff that's going to have to go back into the fridge that's been sitting on ice just waiting to go back into the refrigerator. But I want to get the freezer stuff done first, so I'm going to go ahead and transfer over what I definitely need, and we'll go from there. Hey guys, this is where I'm at. I have 3 gallons of orange juice. I have 4 quarts of corn, 4 quarts of pureed pumpkin. Oops, I have mixed vegetables on here twice. I have 2 gallons of garden tomatoes, 2 gallons of mixed peppers. I have 3.5 gallons of figs. The strawberries, cherries, and some blueberries are in here that I'm going to defrost, rinse, and break down into smaller containers because they've just frozen into a lump and I cannot do anything with them. I have 1 big gallon of mixed fruit, 1 of peaches, 1 of pineapple. I wrote pineapple down here twice. I have 4 quarts of okra, a bag of black-eyed peas, 2 quarts of cowpeas, 1 of another kind of pea. I can't remember, but it was from my garden, so I'm not sure. I'll have to look back. 1 thing of black-eyed peas. I have 4 containers of these caramelized onion things right here. I have 4 bags of California mix, 3 bags of mixed vegetables, 3 bags of green beans, 2 bags of English peas, 1 bag of broccoli, 2 bags of spinach, a container of frozen cilantro, 1 of pineapple, and 1 of frozen basil. So these are my cilantro and basil. These right here. I love these. These are great when you're just running short on herbs. So mine are just getting started going again. So this is where I'm at, and looking at the dates, there are numerous items in here I need to do something with. So I'm going to start trying to incorporate them into the meal plan so I can get them out of the freezer, because gardening season is once again upon us and there will be produce going in the freezer. and I really try and keep this freezer for just fruits and vegetables. I do have some overflow into the other freezers, like the one in the house. I'll have small bags of things like grapes, blueberries, bananas, and items like that I want to turn into smoothies or something along those lines, or open bags of vegetables. Those will be in the inside in what I consider my working freezer. So now I am going to have to get this moved around and reorganized because I just kind of shoved things all around, trying to make space for everything from the other freezer. I know where I'm at, what I'm looking at, what I need to move around, and I need to update the inventory in here also. But my lunch break is about over and I have to get back to work.